And good morning. It is 18 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, well, friends of Bitter, Ranger Dude out at Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge. Good morning, guys. How y'all doing? Just ingrained in my brain that park ranger, whole image of how it should be, and so I just immediately
Callers. So.
as long as you're not hunting down.
That's right.
But I can't now. But this weekend, Dragonfly Festival, a full-blown, just all happening this Saturday out at Bitter Lake.
So the staff's just been working, getting the refuge prepared, looking good for the public.
Yes, absolutely. You might come out and say, man, they've done some upgrades and things in the last couple.
New signs. To the festival. Right now, our Pecos sunflowers are in bloom. It's an endangered the refuge.
Now, how long are they going to be in bloom before they start
probably going? Their peak will be in a couple of days. And maybe even
good viewing time.
Yep. You know, and it's really nice out there.
There might be some good ones out there with the wildlife. But if you're not familiar, the Dragonfly Festival is in, and it's Saturday's first event tomorrow. The Stargazers after that.
I think so. That's another festival. You're correct that tomorrow, by popular demand, we got her back.
Good.
She does a presentations on. and
sorry, Jurassic Park fans.
She does. She has a good rapport with the public and owl and some other birds. And she's just full of knowledge on the bird. But we recommend you guys getting there maybe. And once that's full,
it's first come, first sit.
First. Joe Skeen Visitor Center.
Yeah, and if you don't quite make it in, hang out, walk around a little bit, and then stick around for stargazing afterwards.
Correct. Roswell Astronomy Club has been doing this for several years, and it was becoming real popular before COVID. And we're away from all the city lights, so they have a good view of all the stars and stuff, and they're real enthusiastic.
Hopefully the clouds don't become a problem Friday night.
That's true.
I was just looking at the weather, and they say they're not talking rain, but they are talking clouds. So.
And we've had some times where they canceled it because it's just so cloudy. Nothing to see.
The cloud gazers took over.
That's right. Yeah,
you got it.
The other festival people came over.
Sometimes you'll get intermittent clouds, and you get that little spot right between the cloud, and you get a good picture.
Get a little sweet spot. Yeah. You got to wait for them, but those moments are there. You just got to look. Yeah.
So that'll be Friday, and that's like I said, we're excited kicking it off.
Yeah.
On Saturday, if you missed Friday's program, she's going to redo that bird program at 2:00 on Saturday.
Okay, 2 p.m. So if you rather do it during the afternoon on Saturday,
correct.
Then
that'll work.
But the stargazing's only Friday night.
Yeah, stargazing's only Friday night. And we will have two other programs besides hers. In the morning at 11 o'clock, we have Justin Stevenson. He's going to be doing a program on bats. He's a bat expert, and it'll be bats from New Mexico. He'll have a couple of live bats to show people.
Is he Batman?
Batman, that's right.
He's the Batman.
That's Batman. I'm Batman.
We'll put the bat symbol up in the sky on Friday night.
Because there's some big shoes to fill. You're going to be Batman.
So he's at 11 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, we have a local photographer, Jerry Holmes. He's been going out to the refuge, taking pictures throughout the year, and he's going to do a presentation on all his. He's a great photographer. He's going to teach you how to do techniques on nature photography. So that's at 1 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, if you haven't heard yet, we have over 200 butterflies that we are going to release.
These are the monarch
butterflies, and it's free.
Is there still some room for kids
we
to
still
sign
have
up?
kids. Yeah, the sign up. They call at 625-4011.
Okay.
And there's another number there too. There.
575-244-6256.
Yeah, try either of those two.
Okay.
And just tell them you want to have a butterfly release for my kid or grandkid.
Name
and
or whatever.
It's
Gotcha.
free. What they do, you have to pick up a ticket, and then on Saturday, you might want to get there by 11:30. Start getting on lines. and
Okay.
you present them with the ticket, and then they give you a monarch to release.
Gotcha.
So it's
There you
pretty
go.
cool. On their finger and stuff. The kids actually get to touch them and stuff. So
Say a
it's
little
kinda cool.
little bon voyage.
They've had times when those butterflies have been put on a kid's hand.
If they barely touch their finger, they're gone.
Yeah, they're like, I can't. You know,
Let
The
me
kids
outta
are just
here.
done, so.
chomping at the bit. Yeah.
Anyway, give us a call and
Okay.
stuff.
Do that pretty quick though here. 'cause
Correct.
That'll
Yeah,
fill
because
up.
we already getting full with several of our tours. That is full already.
Yeah, that's the only opportunity here,
So you know, part of this reason for the festival is to educate the public. We have over 350 birds using
Over in
and it was actually spotted more towards Dexter area.
Okay, so it got a little farther
So,
off course.
yeah.
there, but
And you know, when something like that happens, it's real interesting because the bird world, there's actually a bird hotline where people get on and tells them where some of the rare sightings. And we
Interesting.
had people from like back east fly over here just
Wow.
to see that common crane.
wow,
So,
they like
you
their
know.
birds.
Oh yeah.
I mean, birds are cool. but I don't know if I'm flying around the country.
It's
to
a
see 'em.
deal that they do. It's called a life list. They try to during their life they try to get as many bird
Gotcha.
species.
Kind of
So
their
they kinda-
personal bucket list. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So
All right.
it's
I
kind of
gotcha.
cool. So.
Good for them. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, early bird tours are filled, but we still have times for the dragonfly tours and the wildlife tours.
And you know, you can come if you want at 6:30. That's when the tour for the bird
In case
leaves.
someone doesn't show up. or
Yep,
something.
exactly. Stand by. If someone didn't show, we'll just put you in the van and go with them.
There you go. And then if you don't get on, then you're up
Yeah.
early for burritos and whatnot.
there you go.
Exactly.
There's always a positive spin we can put on.
Yeah. You can watch the vendors set up.
Yeah, exactly. But also, don't forget the kids' fishing pool is going to be out
Yeah,
there.
Game and Fish has done a wonderful job over the years. We partnered up with them, and they've done a fantastic job. And they'll be doing the kids' fishing pool where they actually have live fish that the kids catch.
So success is pretty good
It
the
could either be
first
trout or catfish, and so they always look forward to coming here.
Sure.
And then what else? They're going to have an archery range. They're going to have a
Scavenger hunt for the kids.
Well, yeah, the Game and Fish will have the
That's all part of their deal?
Yeah, the archery. They'll have a pellet gun trailer where they have a pellet gun so you can shoot at. And then
Cool.
they have a simulator. I think it's like a little off-road vehicle simulator.
Oh,
that's there.
nice. So some out-
yeah, so they'll
recreative
be
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's their part. But then
For the
there's
kids.
also arts and crafts for the kids in the back. The visitor center, a lot of activities.
Good deal.
Face painting. So it's a really family-oriented day. Everything's free except for the food. If you want to get hamburgers and hot dogs, that the Boy Scouts here.
Yeah, that's their fundraiser.
Yep,
so you're helping them
exactly.
out.
So you're helping exactly.
So you're helping those scouts out
so-
by buying a burger. And,
Yep.
Well, you need fuel to walk around the tour and seeing everything.
Yep,
so
right,
you're gonna need
exactly.
that fuel.
Works
so.
out good.
But again, if you want to reserve a tour time for either the Dragonfly Tour or Wildlife Tour, you need to call either 575-625-4011 or 575-244-6256. If Saturday's pretty busy for you, they are offering 3 different Dragonfly Tour times on Sunday morning as well too.
On Sunday, all we're doing is tours. There's no exhibitors. There's nothing. All it is
fishing
just,
pool, all that's gone.
Yeah.
It's just the tours.
And the tour guides, they're the ones that they enjoyed doing this, and they said, "Hey, we'll hang around." And if people didn't get, because in the past we have gotten all our tours full.
Yeah.
This season things are a little slower because people are still nervous about COVID.
Sure.
And they're still just trying to get back in the groove of things.
And let's face it, there's a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different things happening around town. So if you say there's nothing to do this weekend, that's your own fault because you could literally throw a rock and hit an activity or event around here, whatever direction you throw it in.
It's a busy weekend.
So,
and the other thing the friends are going to do, I don't know, Don, if you want to mention something about the
We have a
blanket.
drawing.
Yeah, a drawing. And
Yeah, we
you
got
wanna
a
tell the
drawing.
items?
You can pick up your tickets for the drawing
this for the quilt?
for
Correct.
the quilt.
Yes. And this is a tradition, too, out at Dragonfly.
Yeah,
Festival.
and
It
we've
is.
done this from 2001, and pretty much every year we've had someone make a quilt with dragonflies on the quilt. And I think it was Susie Flint made this last one.
Right.
And
She's made the last several of them.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's really pretty. We had just the other day I was at the visitor center. I saw somebody buying tickets because he saw the picture of the quilt. So,
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful handmade stuff. And,
It is.
And I'm not going to tell nobody if you buy it and win it and then lie and be like, yeah, I made it myself. Because, I won't out you. I won't out you if you're doing it. But it's of that quality. You're like, but then again, you're putting yourself on the hook because once you do that, everyone was going to be like, ooh, can you make me one of these? Like, I don't know the first thing about quilting.
there you go.
And before we even get to the quilt, we're going to have the same drawings, but we draw for a bunch of other prizes.
Good deal.
As we work up to the quilt. That's
Awesome.
the grand prize,
And by the way, the money for these tickets and everything all go back to the programs and projects there at Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the friends have been super supportive of the refuge. And if you're interested in joining the friends, you might want to contact Don, and we can call us at the refuge, and we'll put you in touch with him. But they do various things. Working on our nature butterfly trail, organizing the festival, and they organize a thing called Cranes and Cocoa in November, right after.
That's the other big event that happens after Dragonfly Festival.
Correct.
Yep.
Not doesn't draw the crowds,
Yeah.
but as far as coolness and popularity, it's right on par there with the Dragonfly Festival.
Yeah.
But volunteering does have its perks here or privileges here. You do. That's part of the deal of being a friend is you get to experience and see parts of Bitter Lake that maybe the public doesn't generally get to access very
behind
often.
the scenes and
Yeah,
stuff.
so if you really love the outdoors and nature and love seeing that kind of stuff, it's kind of your own personal playground. As far as you can't go out and do whatever you want, but as far as getting to experience the full experience there, becoming a friend is a good way to do that.
Oh, exactly.
And we will have membership forms at the festival. So
Good
just
deal.
stop by we'll have a table set up for the friends.
Yeah.
So stop by and we'll take care of you, give you drawing tickets and the membership forms.
Perfect.
We also have a large, like a circus type tent full of exhibitors. There's probably like 15 exhibitors from Park Service to BLM to mostly nature type stuff.
Okay.
And
So
then,
a lot of information and
exactly,
opportunities.
around the surrounding area.
Cool.
And then we have about 3 or 4 arts and craft vendors too. So
Great. So really, there's a little something for everybody out there.
Yep.
So come enjoy it. It's
Even the American Legion is going to be out there.
very good. Well, everywhere Don goes, it's right. But
That's right.
But it's this Saturday. It's been coming. It's
coming.
going. This is the weekend. This Saturday, it's all happening out at Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge. If you go to friendsofbitterlake.org, or you can go to www.fws.gov, and that'll take you to the Bitter Lake Wildlife.
Well, the better one is look under Bitter Lake National Wildlife Refuge.
Okay.
Because there's 2. If you look under the Fish and Wildlife website, it'll send you straight to the Washington connection.
Okay, so you
And
get to do some digging.
they don't have as much information on the festival. So Bitter Lake National Wildlife Refuge.com.
There you go. That'll get you
there.
It's probably easy to remember.
Correct.
Too.
And then if you get on our Facebook site, there's a lot of stuff on the Facebook.
Good deal.
too.
So that way you can kind of plan and plot your day out there on Saturday, especially if you only have half a day you can come out and hang out. Then
right.
We need to make sure you get the most bang for your buck while you're there.
There you do. And Mike, there's another tour too that if you don't get on a Dragonfly tour, they're most. You can do both. You can actually do the Dragonfly tour, get off, and then go to our wildlife tour, which our biologist takes you behind the scenes, shows you how we manage the refuge. It's real interesting. There'll be anything from how we manage for our fish, how we manage for the endangered sunflowers,
Yeah.
the birds that migrate. So it's a little more trickier than you think.
Well, maybe you've done the dragonfly tour in years past, and you're like, well, I'm going to try the wildlife tour this time,
Yep.
and try that one out, or so whatever strikes your fancy, it's available to you.
And it's interesting you mentioned if you've done it in the past, because I'm close to the front desk of the visitor center. I overhear some of my volunteers talking to, and there's people that have come to the festival year after year. They go,
Different
my
experience
kid,
every time in it.
They
Yeah.
love it. So
Yeah.
if you haven't been there, it is pretty cool.
Sure. Well, it's wildlife.
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation many times. The first time you came out, the wildlife might have been doing a certain thing. You might come out this time, and it might be a whole different thing going
very
on
different.
there.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
They don't live by schedules like we do. They're very regimented, I'm sure, in their cycles of life and everything. But when it comes to when they eat, when they decide to do what they're going to do, it's on their schedule, not yours.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. So-
Different ideas.
Again, one more time, 625-4011 or 244-6256. Those are the phone numbers to reserve your tour times. If you want to sign your children up to release a monarch butterfly, or if you have any just questions about this weekend.
Yep.
Good
Got it.
deal.
All right.
Well, thank
Stop
you
by the
guys.
friend's
Well,
desk
thank
and
you.
get your drawing ticket.
And get your raffle tickets for the drawing. Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing everybody.
Buy many of them because
Yes.
all of that helps. You know what? If you come out there and you're like, man, this place needs a blank, well, then go buy a raffle ticket and help put money towards
There you
that
go.
blank that you're talking about.
And if you got the money, we can find a way to use it. Down
That's
there.
right. We'll name it after you and everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Okay.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you so
time.
much,
All
Mike.
right. Anytime.
All right. Bye-bye.
It's 8:36. We're going to